Welcome to
1 o'clock.
So on yesterday's episode, we had the opportunity to show you how you can put together a gorgeous Thanksgiving dinner table.
And today we're gonna show you how to decorate your dinnerware.
Yes, we are going to show you how you can decorate your dinnerware, and we have some examples that we put together for you, and we are hoping to also do a tutorial on that fabric pumpkin that I've been using this season. I think it's a wonderful touch. They're easy to do and fun, and you can give them as gifts or as favors, so when your guests go home, they can take something with them that's meaningful and that you've actually created.
Okay, on this table we put together some ideas that can help you to get inspired for your dinnerware in Thanksgiving.
All right, so here we bring to you some inspiration decoration for your dinnerware. And on this one, we decided to keep it traditional with some burgundies and green. We did pick up that pine cone from our front yard along with that little stem. Here we created a little pumpkin that we wrapped up on a stem, but we kept it neutral. Also some foliage from the front yard. This is a handmade pumpkin with buffalo print, a mint napkin, and a little corn husk on the side of it to bring out some of that fall color. Here's a more simple approach. We just took a regular napkin and a beautiful fall leaf, and that's it. I mean, it makes it elegant and gorgeous. I think this one is my favorite one. What do you think, Angelica?
I love this
I love it
combination.
because it incorporates that buffalo print that is going to be in style this season. You'll see it a lot for Christmas, but also we threw in that orange for that fall color. And that thankful sign, we used the cricket to cut it, and I think we complemented it really lovely with this rosemary stem that we cut from our little rosemary bush on. And this is a handmade pumpkin that I made, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to give you a demonstration on how easy this was to make, so that if you want something simple, beautiful, and elegant, maybe you have the time to put them together and use them as toppers. Guests can actually go home with these, and what a great way to, you know, give somebody a little gift and to say thank you this Thanksgiving. So now I'm going to show you how I put together this lovely, beautiful pumpkin. Super simple to do, but also I wanted to point out some of the materials that we use in putting these beautiful decorative silverware, dinnerware together for you guys. We picked up some burlap from the local craft store. I believe this is at Walmart. $3-4 for that spool. Some twine, different size. We have the thicker one, the thinner one. Some fabric. These are in that little section where you can just grab them. They're like 99 cents fabric. And you can use these for your napkins as well. You don't have to go buy traditional napkins. You cut them in rectangles or squares and iron them up, fold them up, and now you have a beautiful napkin that will match your Thanksgiving table. We have some foliage, some of them of which we picked up from the craft store like Michael's or Target or Walmart. Pine cones from the garden, also some stems we picked up from the garden. And we have a rosemary bush, and I think rosemary says holidays perfectly. So all you need to do is cut a little stem of rosemary and put a little bit of twine, put it on your plate, and it becomes a perfect dinnerware decor. We're gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate to you how I did this pumpkin. Super simple. I cut out a circle. So I took a yard of fabric from the fabric store. I actually got this at Walmart. It was $4.98 a yard. So, and again, as I was telling you earlier, the buffalo print is going to come back. You're going to see it a lot for the Christmas holiday. Pottery Barn is already doing a lot of their decor with this print, and you can choose the small squares or the large squares. It really is up to you. I did use my plate charger to make that perfectly round circle that you need for this pumpkin. So be here, and I'm going to go ahead and mark and trace the shape of the charger, and I cut it out, and this is what I ended up with. Okay, so this is going to be my pumpkin. You're going to need a needle, okay, and some thread. Use some white thread here. You're gonna need some stuffing. So you can buy a bag of stuffing at Walmart for $3.98, and you can make a dozen of these little pumpkins with that particular bag. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm going to anchor my needle, okay? And by anchoring is basically I'm gonna take it and loop a couple of times. I want to say 3 to 4 times is a great way to anchor it, because what we're going to do is we're just going to go around and sew the needle into the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to pull that, and then we're going to pull it, scrunch it up, pull it. So that's why we need that good anchor. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can just go in, out, in, out. I like to make about 1/2 inch in space. So here you go, pull through. And as we're going around, it's going to close the circle for us. But before we close the circle entirely, we are going to put our stuffing in there. So like I said, these pumpkins are super easy to make. They literally take 5 minutes to make. So you can, these are great Thanksgiving gifts for teachers. Make some of these and stuff them with some potpourri. Some people put some rice in them to hold them down, if you'd like to do that, or beans. I think potpourri sounds like a great idea. I've never really done one with potpourri, but I could imagine how beautiful that aroma would be in a room, or a dinnerware. You know, imagine your guests sitting at the dinner table and, you know, you put some cinnamon potpourri on there and they're wondering, you know, what smells so good? What did you bake? Also, you know, to put this on a plate as a topper, your guests can take them home, and I think it's a great little gift that you can give them for coming and for, you know, being a part of your life, and for being thankful that, you know, they're in your circle, in your table. Okay, we're almost done. I'm going to open it up a little bit before I finish closing it up. I am going to make room. So here's my needle for our stuffing. So I'm going to take my stuffing and I'm going to pull it apart, because then I can mold it into a little pumpkin. It's a little windy today. It's a beautiful day, but it's windy. More stuffing again, take it apart, and you want it to be nice and firm. So I'm going to stuff it in there, and you want it to feel nice and firm. You don't want it to feel too soft. So okay, I'm going to add just a little bit more, and I think that does it. So as I'm trying to keep the filling in, I'm going to pull on my string gently, and as I pull, okay, you'll see it starts to close up. So before I pull all the way close, to close it up, I am going to finish my sewing all the way, and that'll allow me to close this pumpkin completely. So here we go. Gently pull, and I'm gonna help my fabric close. And I double lined the thread because I wanted it to be nice and strong. So here we go. Now I'm just gonna take this and anchor it on the opposite side so that I can close it, holding my fabric down. So I'm holding the fabric down, and I'm gonna pull. Then I'm gonna do another anchor on this side. So basically, take my needle, go on the opposite side. Like this, it holds it nice and firm, and it's not gonna open up on me later on during my dinner, or, you know, later on when they decide to take it home. So we're gonna just kind of go around, and basically we're just making loops around the pumpkin to hold everything together, make it nice and firm. Do one more right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and close it up. So how do I close it up? I go ahead and keep this loop open, I go under it, okay, and then pull it as tight as possible and do one more loop, same thing. Go under it, pull it as tight as possible, and the last loop, pull it. And before I actually pull that one all the way down, I am gonna do one more loop on it. Okay, and now I'm gonna pull it. And last ring, done, finish. Now it's nice and closed. However you like to sew and close your sew, it doesn't really matter as long as you have nice firm grip there so that it doesn't go anywhere. So yes, here is my little pumpkin. As you can see, it's coming out really nicely. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take another threaded needle. Again, I double thread it for good strength, and I am going to turn the pumpkin upside down, stick the needle in through the bottom. Okay, I'm going to anchor like we did earlier. So basically I'm just going to do a few rings because I'm actually going to pull this through to give it that little pumpkin-y shape. So all right, so now I'm gonna stick it all the way through from the back end to the front end. That sounds funny. Angelica, I'm surprised that you didn't make a comment on that. Okay, and I have my needle right here. I'm pulling my needle out. Okay, so now it comes in, and I'm gonna go one more time, and I'm gonna go back from the front to the back, from the front to the back.
For that, you need to use a big needle, no?
No,
No?
nope, just a regular needle, because this is a really small pumpkin, and
Oh,
all
okay.
we're doing is trying to make it a little bit more oval instead of round. So that's what this is doing. It's making it more oval than round. So now I'm going to go ahead and close the knot. Done. Okay, close that up. Now we have our pumpkin. So here, just shape it.
Very easy.
Very, very easy. All right, so my pumpkin is done. All we need to do is add a little leaf, a fall leaf. I have my hot glue gun right here. I'm just gonna put some hot glue on there to hold this leaf down. And I have a little stem that I picked up from a tree outside. I'm just gonna put glue on the end and just hold it down. And we have your pumpkin. There we go. So now you have your cute little pumpkin. This particular one, we put some little copper touch on there. So we'll do the same thing to this one. Cut a little piece of copper. Take my Sharpie and roll it around. And here we go. And just hold that down with a little bit of glue. And that's it. They're very simple. They're super adorable, these little pumpkins. Like I said, they're perfect for decorating your dinnerware. Little personal touch.
That's beautiful. Well, my friend, this concludes our episode how to decorate your dinner table for your Thanksgiving. I hope you like our ideas and you get inspired. We're using all your fall items from your home, from your store. I'll see you soon and have a great day.